Hey everyone. So after 5 months, we are back live. I was supposed to go live last night, but we were having a power outage, so I had to try again today. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hey, okay, let me see how many people we have. Hey, Strateria, hey, Vishal, hey, Arib, hey, Ramesh, hey, Whiskey. Familiar names. So it's been a while. It's been 5 months. Okay, so we are having a recap today to see what we did, where we are, and what we need to do to hopefully finish this character and move on to the next one. Mr. Hasseria, nice to meet you too. Thank you. Hey, Prasant. Sorry if I mispronounced some of your names. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's have a render because I don't remember what we had in our last stream. I think we were finishing the hair. So for now we're done with the hair. But we're definitely not done with the likeness. We're definitely not finished with the textures. So we gotta work on that. Are we rendering on CPU? I didn't check. I think no, we are rendering on GPU, which might interfere with the streaming. I hope it doesn't. But it probably will. Also, if there's anything wrong technically with my voice with a stream, please let me know because it's been a while and I'm not sure that everything is working just like before. Alright, so the skin material, I think it looks a little bit off compared to the reference photo. The skin tone is looking a bit more reddish compared to the photo. And let me check the shader. I think the shader needs to be adjusted. Okay, we don't have any roughness or specular map yet. And the radius is that, which is fine. The scale is 0.12. No sheen, no coat. Okay. Very well. Let's just go to Marie. Let's make some adjustments to the skin tone. Hey, Sergio. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Let's add a new adjustment layer. So the only thing that we added was a V-face, which is the base texture, and a new layer for all the cleanup with it. But we also need to add a couple of adjustment layers. For example, Let's add a levels adjustment layer. Let's see if we can get it closer to the reference photo. Okay, let's bring up the black to, let's see how 0.1, no, I think that's too much. Probably let's try 0.05. Let's try changing the mid-tone to have a little bit more saturation, or not. Also, we are having too much redness in the middle, especially on the nose. We need to fix that. Hey, Nedovesov. Sorry, some of your names are really hard to pronounce. Okay, let's go back to the clean layer. Let's change the tool to clone a stamp, and let's change the brush to airbrush, and also let's make sure the source layer is just albedo vface. So if you're not familiar with these terms, you can go back, watch my previous live streams. I've tried to explain everything, all the steps, some introductions to the software, the environment, UI. So if you want to catch up, all the live streams are on my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm trying to remove some of these reddish spots, the skin, because when I compare it to the reference photo, the nose doesn't have that many, you can say blemishes, or you can say red spots on the nose. So I'm trying to adjust it to make it closer to the reference photo. When you're working with clone a stamp in Marie, make sure you're not sticking with one place. Make sure you change the spot. Have a little bit of different areas of the texture. I think when I work with Marie, the live stream stutters just a little bit, but unfortunately there is no fix for that. Just Marie is a very resource hungry program, so it's like 20k the image quality. What are you referring to? The quality of the texture? Or the string? The texture, okay. Let's also remove some of the red spots on the cheeks, around the nose, under the eyes. Please check the DM. If it's work related, please send it to my email. It's easier to follow up. It's more than 4K. Yeah, the texture is 8K in resolution. It's not necessary. When working with albedo texture, you can just easily work with 4K textures. It's really not necessary to have 8K for albedo. Because subsurface scattering effects, it blurs out some of the details, so it automatically reduces the quality. So it's overkilling. Like 8K for albedo is a little bit overkill. Okay, let's export this new map. I think we did some good changes. Let's also remove this. And this one. And this one. Okay, let's export with export manager, just albedo. Yes, and just export current, overwrite. Are you using texture in XYZ or VPaste textures? VPaste is also from texture in XYZ, so yes to both. It's VPaste from XYZ. Okay, after you export, you just need to go back to Marie. Also wait for a few minutes, depending on your PC specifications. You might want to wait for a few seconds or for a few minutes to make sure the texture is updated. And after that, you need to go to render in your on-node render view, click on render and update full scene, or you can press Ctrl U. So it flushes all the cache and checks if any of your textures have been changed or updated. Okay, I think it looks a little bit better compared to what we had. There's something off with the render. I don't know what exactly is going on. It's like it's not rendering in with the correct settings. Let me check the settings. Maybe it's because I'm rendering and streaming at the same time, because I'm also streaming on my GPU. So maybe let's try rendering on CPU and uncheck enable manual device selection. Let's go to render settings. We don't have any volume. change the camera to 5 and rate it. I don't think we need 3. Let's just stick to 2. And let's change the resolution to 800 to 1000 so we don't have to wait for long. Everything else looks fine. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's the lighting. It could be the lighting. Okay, let's try with CPU one more time. Hey, Amir Hussein. Your stuff is awesome, inspiration to all. Thank you, TW3D. دوره یا ورکشاپ آناتومی نه متاسفانه ندارم. Brazil, hey Ronald, glad to have you. Thank you. So if you have any questions about the whole process, please let me know. This doesn't happen when I'm rendering when I'm offline. The whole, when I change the camera and it blurs, it doesn't happen. It only happens when I'm streaming, which is weird. It's really weird. Okay, let's change the lighting. Let's turn that off. Let's see, let's check the light and see what's going on. It all looks fine. Doesn't look anything is wrong. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's change the light to something stronger. It's like it's not rendering the subsurface scattering. It's rendering on CPU. Focal length. You mean what the focal length of this camera is? I think it's 80 in Maya. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. The noise blur effect. I don't think I have any denoising. Oh, do I? Remove. Maybe that's... Yeah, that was it. It's weird because I never work with denoisers. I didn't know that it automatically adds denoiser to the scene, because when I work on my own characters, I don't start with a fresh scene. I just copy everything to my old projects. So I didn't know that. Thank you, Tushar. You saved us. So let's switch back to... Let's switch back to GPU because it's faster. Yeah, now it's rendering everything correctly. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you see any stuttering or lagging the stream, please let me know. Thank you, I mean. And if you're watching on Instagram, if you want to see the whole screen, you can go to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Okay, great. Now it's looking perfect. I mean, not perfect. We still need to fix a few things. Okay, let's change the lighting. Let's change the... First of all, let's make a camera. Let me add a new camera. Let's add a new perspective. Let's change it to cam number 1. Let's refocus on the eyes. Let's change the focal length to 80. So when we change the lights, we don't have to worry about the camera. Let's also change the aspect ratio to 0.8, which is the aspect ratio we use for the render. Change the resolution gauge to vertical so we can see all the edges in the viewport. I have a problem. In my Maya viewport, XGen hair looks okay, but when I render in Arnold, it renders scared hair. What do you mean? I'm not sure, Ramesh, what you mean. If you can post some screenshots on my Discord server, that would be awesome. Hey Max, thank you. Alright, so now we added the camera. Let's go back to perspective so we can tweak the lighting. Let's also show viewport lights so we can see the light. Alright, I wanna make the change the angle for that, so we don't have to rotate the light when we reposition. We can target the light to focus on the eyes. So we just need to click on eyes, and then while holding control, click on the area light and aim constraint. So now when I change the position, it's always aiming at the eyes, which is the center of the face. Alright, in the Arnold render view, let's change it to camera 1. Okay, now it's looking way better. Yeah, now I'm starting to like it. You can see that how much lighting is affecting the photorealism and also the resemblance to your photo reference. That's why lighting is so important. Hey Arthur, thank you for joining. Okay, let's add another light and let's refocus. Let's do the same to this one. Aim it at the eyes so we can just change its position without worrying about losing its center. Let's change the intensity to... Actually, let's change the intensity of the main eye to 2.5. Let's get it further from the face, because when you get it too close, it's not real. Because in real life, when you're taking a photo, the light is not usually very close to the face. Now let's change the intensity to 3. This live will be available in the YouTube channel. Yes, Ronald. Is Arnold fully GPU now? You can switch from GPU to CPU. So it depends. If you're asking if all the features support the GPU version, no. There are still some of the features. I mean, it's getting better with time, but there's still some, for example, some procedural textures that the GPU version doesn't fully support. Are you offering mentorships? No, Tony, not at the moment, sorry. Cool graphics. Thank you, Tracy. 3-point light or more light? Right now I'm only having 2 area lights, which are quad lights, and nothing else. Okay, I think it's looking way better. It's looking close to the reference, not 100%, but very close, maybe 70 to 80%. Okay, let me see if I can replicate the reference photo compared to, because right now I think in the reference photo that we have a light which is right on top, because you can see there shadows around the eyes and the nasolabial folds looking more intense compared to the render. So let's change that light. Let me reposition this one more to the front. I have a question. Is there a way to modify specific areas of the subsurface scattering, for example, the ears? What do you mean by modify? You mean have more intensity or scale around the ears? Yes, you can just add a map for your subsurface scattering weight or scale. No problem. Okay, let's reposition this one more to the front. Is it just me, or does the reference have a bit more yellow-orange tone in it? Yeah, we're still... I mean, there are many factors. The environment that the photo was taken in definitely influences the skin tone. But we're still not done. We can add more color correction to the albedo. Let me see if I can find better references. Okay, I think I like this lighting a little bit better, but there are fixes that we need to do. To the eyes, both the texture and the model. But for now I'm focusing on the texture. I think we need to Make the areas around the eyes, the eye bags, a little bit darker. I don't think it's just the shadows. I think that the eye bags need to look a bit darker. Could you tell me what skin texture you use? Was it XYZ? Yeah, it's V-Face from XYZ. Okay, let's stop the render. Let's go back to Marie. Let's save for now. And let's go back to Marie so we can have a new adjustment layer. This time, actually, let's add another levels. But this one is gonna be just eyes. So I'm renaming it to levels underline eye back. Are the displacement map applied? Yes, we did. First time watching your live because of different times. Thank you, Nam. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I started the live stream a little bit earlier today. Okay, let's change the white to, or maybe, yeah, this one. Let's change the output white to 0.9, but we don't want it to affect the whole albedo texture. We just want the areas around the eyes to be influenced. So what you need to do is right click on that level, go to layer mask, add mask, and hide all, because we're painting a new mask. And then switch your tool to a basic painting brush, or click on P, and then you can turn on mirror projecting X to make it faster. Even though the model is not fully symmetrical, but I don't think it's going to be that problematic. So let's just use the symmetry. Okay, make sure you're highlighting the mask. You're not painting on the layer itself. Make sure this square little icon should be highlighted. And the masks are always black and white. So we need to change the color to white and then paint wherever we want the mask to be applied. Now you can see that the area around the eyes is getting a little bit darker, which is exactly what we want. I'm gonna be live for another, let me see, 20 to 30 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Let's also go to the viewport, so to make sure we're not missing any points. Okay, Let's save, let's export to our video map, export current, overwrite, and go back to Maya, wait for a few seconds or a few minutes, and then, because it takes a few minutes, I mean depending on your PC specs, for Marie to refresh, to output to export the texture. Let's wait for that to happen. Do you think Substance Painter can create color map with same quality as Marie? As far as I know, Substance Painter doesn't support 8K, so that's a no for now. I mean, I haven't used Substance Painter for a while, so I'm not sure if they have made any major changes. Alright, let's add a region around the eyes, and now go to render, update full sync. Don't forget that, because otherwise it won't refresh your texture. Any minute. How long does it take to finish a picture? One picture? It depends. It depends on the references, depends on the subject, depends on the quality that you have in mind. Could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. So it really depends. Okay, I think it's looking a little bit better. It doesn't look perfect, but we are on the right path. Okay, let's stop render. Let's I don't think it's something that we can fix with just a texture. So let me open the ZBrush file for this. I think my Instagram live just ended. I don't know why. Sorry. Sorry, Instagram, it just happened. Okay. Let's load the spotlight that we saved. Paco PDL1, and also camera views. Alright, let me see if I can. Instagram live ended. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know why. Okay. Right. There are some changes we need to make. For example, the cheeks are looking kind of weird in the model. I think I exaggerated the cheeks a little bit. Looking for a better reference. I think the face is looking a bit wider compared to the reference. Also, let's take a backup. To back up what I do, I just duplicate my subtool and then rename it to underline BCP, which is short for backup 1. And then if I mess it up, I can just go back to that subtool. Okay, let's make some changes to the eyes, to the cheeks. The face is looking wider than it should. Yeah. Trying to make the face look more narrow. I think this is the best reference that we have. So let's just try to match it as best as possible. Not related, but how would you render small objects like stitches? Import mesh as usual or any technique? For stitches, for characters, I usually use a brush. There's a stitch brush that I don't remember where I found it or where I bought it from, but it's just a brush I use. No, there is no technique, or at least I don't know any technique. Just trying my best to match the reference, making the face more narrow. And also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to make many mistakes before you can catch a likeness. Capturing a likeness is not something that you can just do straightforward. It's a trial and error until you're happy with the result. And that's why it's so hard. To adjust the camera view, which part of the head you use as the main anchor point? Ears, neck, eyes. It's usually either the nose or the eyes, because that's the center of the photo, and as you get closer to the center, the distortion has less effect on the whole picture. Never the ears. That's a terrible idea, to anchor your view around the ears. Unless you're working on the profile or the side pictures. Otherwise, just the closer you are to the center, the better. Because the camera lens distorts the photo, and the distortion gets worse around the edges. So you want to stay away from the edges of your photo. Okay, let's I think we can have another render to see where we are. And also the eyes. Okay, let's go back to Maya, and what I do is I use a plugin to transfer the mesh from ZBrush to Maya and back, and it's called, if you watched my previous live streams, you know the plugin is called GN import/export, and I have the shortcuts here. So or if you don't want to use a plugin, you can just export as OBJ or use GoZ for ZBrush. It doesn't really matter. But before that, let's make sure that all the scalps are warped around the face. From what I can see, only the scalp for the beard is... Sorry, I said warped. I meant to say wrapped, not warped. Only the beard is wrapped around the mesh. So to wrap it, you select your scalp, hold on Control, select your main mesh, go to modeling, menus, go to deform, and click on wrap. Do the same with all your scalps. And with eyelashes. And after you do this, after you wrap your scalps around your mesh, one thing you need to do, you need to go to your attribute editor, to your shape tab of your main mesh, go to your render stats, and make sure that cast shadows, receive shadows, primary visibility, smooth shading, visible reflections, and refractions are enabled, because when you wrap your scalp around when you wrap your one mesh around another mesh, it automatically turns those casting and visibilities off, so you need to re-enable. Okay, just for the mesh, not for your scalps. For your scalps, it needs to be disabled actually, because we don't want the scalp to be visible in the render. Alright, now let's save. Let's bring the updated mesh. And now, so many of you ask me, how do you change the model after you add your hair? How do you make changes to the model in ZBrush and then make sure that the hair also follows those changes? So that's why we wrap those scalps around the mesh. Now if we add this new mesh as a blend shape, so you select your new mesh, hold on Control, select your old mesh, go again to deform and blend shape. Let's check on some of the settings to make sure everything is working right. Let's change it to, you don't have to pick a name, just edits, doesn't matter. Go to advanced, it could be anything. I usually pick pre-deformation, but because the model is not rigged, so it doesn't matter. If your model is rigged, you want to make sure that you choose pre-deformation and then click on create. And then just change the blend shape from 0 to 1. And after that, you need to update your preview for all your descriptions. And that's all you need to do. Okay, now let's have a new render to see if it's looking better. I'm about to end the stream. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will probably see you tomorrow or sometime this week, next week, I'm not sure. I try to keep it daily so we can finish this character as soon as possible, but you know, sometimes the things happen. I can't really promise. Why is it taking so long? Also, always save your scene before you render. I've had so many crashes happening because of Arnold. So you don't want to lose your progress. Always make sure you